When you strip away the uniforms and the medals and the weapons, it's all about humans. And the curator who put together this program and put together this exhibit really did a good job at highlighting all the personal aspects, all the community events that would happen.
It's been a century since the Westmount Armoury was built here on St. Catherine West near Westmount Park, and it's the focus of a new exhibit presented by the Royal Montreal Regiment. Armoury, Our Bust, A Century in Westmount explores the people, stories, and legacy that have shaped the regiment's place in the Westmount community.
Because the regiment was formed for World War I in 1914 by amalgamating 3 different Montreal units, 2 English and 1 French, and they all came from existing homes. But when the war was over and the RMR came back as a founded unit, there was no home for it. And so it was pretty clear that as the war was winding down and all the soldiers were being returned to civilian employment and normal life, that they wouldn't have a place to go, and the risk of the regiment being disbanded was very real. So the veterans got together with a bunch of concerned citizens from Westmount and started brainstorming ways to fundraise and come up with a home for the RMR to be permanently.
For the time that it took to build, it's actually quite surprising. The Armoury was built in 209 days. For 1925 is crazy, even for today is crazy.
The free guided exhibit tour by Amant Egan shares untold stories about the Armoury and the father of RMR, General Charles Basil Price.
These kind of go through his life. So here's him as a little baby, and then here is him during the First World War. Here is his family.
General Charles Basil Price is known as the father of the regiment. He was a World War I veteran. He decorated for bravery twice. He was wounded 4 times, and he was the driving force who really made this Armoury happen.
People of Westmount were really into the band of the RMR, the brass band and the bugle band, and they would do performances at Westmount Park. And Price said, if you don't give us an Armoury, band's gone, what are you gonna do? No more concerts. So that was one of the big things that he was telling people is like, well, if you wanna have fun in the park and listen to our music, you do have to support us and get us an Armoury. So he was very stubborn.
A century later, the Armoury remains a vital part of Westmount, supporting sports, youth programs, education, and providing support in times of crisis.
When there's been aid to civil power out of certain civilian emergencies, when the FLQ crisis was happening, when the ice storm, there were soldiers based here full-time to be able to help the citizens of Westmount and Montreal.
The free exhibit is open to all from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. until Remembrance Day on November 11th. In Westmount, Johanie Bouffard, City News.